And the Supreme Court cleared the way for the Trump administration to potentially deport hundreds of thousands of migrants here with temporary status. Katia Tubman has been following this for us from New York. Katia, what is the potential impact of this decision?
Well, Andrew, a Supreme Court decision to halt a lower court's ruling on temporary protected status for Venezuelans could mean many face deportation, and it could signal what's to come for undocumented migrants from other countries. The Supreme Court saying Monday the Trump administration can cancel temporary protected status for up to 350,000 Venezuelans in the U.S. The status is designated by the Secretary of Homeland Security and allows foreigners already in the U.S. to stay temporarily because returning to their native country would be unsafe. The decision is a win for President Trump, whose administration has moved to end deportation protections for several groups. Earlier this month, the administration asking the Supreme Court to allow it to end humanitarian parole for hundreds of thousands of migrants from Cuba, Nicaragua, Haiti, and Venezuela. Immigration attorney Kay Lincoln Goldfinch.
I think the concern is that if the courts allow these swift revocations, the result or the consequences of people in TPS status who have essentially the rug yanked out from under them.
Immigration advocacy groups also say the countries losing TPS designation still aren't safe.
This administration has itself said about the situation in places like Venezuela, in places like Haiti, and the facts on the ground make clear we should be keeping temporary protected status in place, not fast-tracking the end.
Todd Schulte is president of Forward.us and says because of the ongoing legal process, it's unclear what happens next for Venezuelans with temporary protected status.
There are hundreds of thousands of people who woke up today and hundreds of thousands of U.S. citizens who are family members and friends of these people who don't exactly know what this means.
A hearing is set for next week in front of the district judge who initially paused the administration's plans. The administration is also moving ahead with efforts to have undocumented migrants self-deport. Earlier this month, the Trump administration announced it will pay those migrants $1,000 to leave the country. And on Monday, the government's first flights under that new program took off with over 60 migrants being flown to Colombia and Honduras, according to the Department of Homeland Security. Andrew?
And Katia, opponents of some of these moves have noted the potential impact on the economy. What are their concerns?
That's right, Andrew. The district judge who first ruled in this case noted that removing these migrants could cost billions in lost economic activity. And that's because under temporary protected status, these migrants are able to work legally in the country. So by removing and deporting hundreds of thousands of these people, a lot of employers could lose or stand to lose a lot of workers. Andrew?
National correspondent Katia Tubman for us in New York. Katia, thank you.